The Best in the Game is brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of USC Athletics, helping the world keep promises. It's Desman Stephens, inside linebacker on this USC defense. Jordan Morshaw, Cody Keeley, Des. What's going on, man? Good to have you. You were just listening to Coach talk about what turned it around defensively in the second half, but you were in the middle of it. To take us into what you think.
I would say really just coming in at halftime and making those adjustments that are really key. I feel like in the first half we had a lot of plays where we were just right there but just missed a minor little tweak. So just finding those minor little tweaks and coming together and really trusting in the coaches the second half, I think that really showed up.
Des, coming into this one, we thought, Iowa's probably going to try to get physical and run the ball, but they come out throwing the ball. Does that kind of, as a defender, does that kind of throw you off a little bit and maybe hold that process of really getting physical with another team?
I feel for the linebacker core, all week it was about like being physical, coming down in the run game.
Yeah.
So it didn't really change much to us because most of it was more play action things. So we were coming down regardless, but just trusting our like back end and deep half to play man in certain scenarios or just play that over top coverage for those 2-man routes. That was really key.
In that sense, how much has Coach Rob Ryan influenced the mindset that you guys bring to the field each play?
I would say Coach Ryan's motto is kind of cold black, and for us that means every play you're just going relentlessly, everything you can, max physicalness and just max craziness. To be honest, like you should be unhinged out there on that field. So that's really what cold black means.
You're listening to USC linebacker Desman Stephens on Trojans Live. Coach, a couple weeks ago, talked about challenging you and just the responsibility of playing linebacker here at USC. How much do you know about the history of the position here and how much you take it to heart, the pride and the lineage that comes with it?
I would say going back and watching the old highlights of the old defenses back in the day and seeing the intensity and like really just how they played. It's definitely something we like to replicate if we can, as much as we can. So just seeing all the lineage of linebackers that came before me and the certain level they played to, you got to match that level or you're not going to be playing here, to be honest. So, and the history of that number 55, like just watching those players playing that number and just bring great success to the team is something I wish to replicate.
As the season has gone on, we've seen some new personnel out there for the defense. We've seen a lot more 3 linebacker sets with Jaden coming in, adding with you and with Gentry. What's that like having an extra linebacker out there? We've seen some different formations. You guys up in the A-gap a little more. What's it like to have some more linebacker help out there?
Yeah, it's great schematically because I feel like we can cover more gaps with more backers on the field and bigger people out in space as well. And then also, like, just going back to Jaden Walker and some of the other linebackers we use in the game, just being with them all the time inside and outside of football, it really helps our communication and how we flow on the field. So it's been great to have some of my brothers in there with me.
I'm sure Coach Rob Ryan is always politicking for some more linebackers out there. I mean, I'm sure your position coach always wants more of you out there, right? He probably wants 5 or 6 linebackers out there.
For sure. Any way we can affect the game, defense or special teams, we want to be out there.
You saw action in all 13 games last season as a freshman, but to make the jump to a starter as a true sophomore, what does that take? Can you take fans into like a weight room, film study? What does it take to be a starter as a sophomore?
I would say it's all about time management. So you have to be able to divide your time and be the best player, student, and you got to recover the best because you're taking way more snaps. So just finding that mix and finding what works for me with my routine has been really key, and that's been helping me a lot.
Kamari Ramsey gets knocked out of the game on Saturday. He's such an important communicator from what we understand for this defense. And I think you take maybe more of an onus when he's not on there. At least we'd heard that in the Illinois game. Take us through the communication. Obviously, you have to communicate. Everyone has to communicate on this defense. Do things change a little bit when a veteran player like that goes out in the middle? How do you guys adjust to something like that?
We try to all stay on the same standard. So regardless of who's on the field, we all want to communicate to the best ability that we can, and every play you should be communicating to multiple people. So when Kamari went out, CP came in, and he was a big communicator with the communication with the green dot, but also just me and EG communicating to the D-line as well. We all just flow, all 11.
You talk about, communicating with the secondary, coverage stuff, but up front, you got to talk to those boys when it comes to the run. You know what I mean? That's when it comes down to linebackers, D-line, in that run game. And in the first half, I kind of didn't look like a ton of energy was there to me, but that second half, that D-line turned up for you. What was that like when those boys are eating in the second half?
Yeah, it's great when they're on and they're doing their things, getting great movement every play. In the second half, we only held them to around 20 rushing yards.
Yep.
So that's mostly the
Anthony
D-line.
Lucas. Talk about Anthony Lucas too, man. I thought second half he came out with his hair on fire.
Yeah, Anthony Lucas is a great player. So when he just shows out like that, I see him do it all the time in practice. So it's great to see him do that in game. But yeah, our D-line just really play with their hair on fire the second half, and it makes it very easy on the rest of the defense when they can dominate like that.
Now, I know we're about to go to break. Can I please just give a shout out? I was reading your bio. Shouts to Katie Ryan. You're a hooper. You were 3 years on varsity. You were a team captain, team MVP, and district championship. Talk about your two-skill playing ways.
Yeah, I would say I've been playing basketball for a minute. Definitely had to stop right before my senior year to come here and come play some football. But, yeah, hooping was definitely a big part of my life growing up. So I feel like I can hoop the best on the team, to be honest.
Okay.
I was going to ask you, who's the best hooper on the team?
In my opinion, is me. But if I couldn't pick me, I'm going to say Prophet Brown.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Okay.
You play next to EG. I bet about a million people in his life were like, why are you playing football? You should be playing basketball to him. But he can't hoop?
Nah, EG can hoop too, but in my opinion, Prophet Brown is probably
all right,
the
you and
second
Prophet
best.
2-on-2, you taking anyone on the team.
For sure.
All right, here we go. It's USC, Oregon. We cannot wait. We're going to talk about it a bunch more coming up here. It's a 12:30 kick on Saturday. Fight on, Trojans, and fly on with ONT. Ontario International Airport is a proud sponsor of our USC Trojans. Visit SoCalSoEasy.com to start planning your next vacation today. And don't wait until game time to plan for retirement. Open your free iTrust Capital account today and get your crypto IRA. iTrust Capital is the official cryptocurrency platform of the USC Trojans. Our guy John Jackson is here. JJ is next on Trojans Live.